Hi everyone, welcome to Oliveboard Bank's English exam channel. Myself Utkarsh Singh, and I hope you all are doing well and I am audible. Let me just quickly confirm if the audio and the video both are completely fine, and then we can begin with this particular session. Yes, so everything is totally fine. We can start with the session. So this session is primarily about the BOB examination, the notification for which was already out. As we have seen from the northern India, there are not much vacancies, but from other parts of India, western and southern India, there are handful of vacancies, correct? Specifically from Gujarat. So if there is anybody from Gujarat and Tamil Nadu, they should definitely not leave this opportunity. Although unlike the IOB LBO examination notification, the Indian overseas, in the BOB, you have 1 year mandatory work experience that is required in the officer cadre, correct? But that is a typical thing, correct? For the IOB, it was atypical, not asking for the experience. But for most of the LBO examination, there is 1 year or 2 year requirement that is definitely there. Now, we'll be talking here about the examination pattern, our strategy, how to make the study plan, do the time management, what sources should you do, and overall what you should basically keep in your mind while moving ahead with this particular uh, examination, correct? Total number of vacancies are nearly 2500. So it is very important for you. If you are targeting, you should definitely give full throttle, full force towards this particular examination. This QR code just behind me, you are seeing, you can scan this to directly join our Telegram community, or you can type in the Telegram search bar banking GA and current affairs Oliveboard to be part of the community where all the latest information, notification, vacancies, and YouTube video updates are also promptly sent. Those of you who are planning to take this BOB, Bank of Baroda LBO selection batch, we at Oliveboard, we have already started this particular batch. So 20 plus sessions are going to be provided, and a lot of other things are already there. 200 video session, full length mock test, 20 live practice session, community connect is provided, and one-to-one interaction is also included here, correct? So you can directly go to the Oliveboard website and enroll in the program to have a sure, short, comprehensive planning. Otherwise, if you are already part of Banking Super Elite, that is a very good thing for you. And those who are not part of Banking Super Elite, try to get part of Banking Super Elite because all the notifications started coming one after the other. And this is the just the beginning of the session. Okay? It is the beginning of the season. A lot of more notifications are coming. So you do not have to separately purchase the courses for each different notification and vacancies from multiple banks. Rather, this particular one stop solution, that is Banking Super Elite, will give you everything. All the test analysis, live classes, banking awareness, banking knowledge, previous year 70 plus questions, monthly Bolt magazine, current affair, which is a top notch magazine. Plus, you also get the recently introduced banking super practice kit, which you should definitely utilize. Correct? Chaliye. Now let us talk about this notification briefly first. Nearly 2482 vacancies are there. Correct? Now probation period of 12 months be there after the selection, and 3 year mandatory service of payment service or payment of 3 month gross salary. That service bond is also here, just like most of the examination. The cutoff date for your age is 1st of August 2026. Correct? The registrations have started on 18th and the last date of application is 7th. Correct? Last year, the application were invited from the month of notification release in the month of early July. Although it was extended, the last date was extended from I think 24th of July towards the first week of August. And the examination happened in the September first week. Correct? So this year also, if the deadline, if the last date for application is 7th of September, and if it does not goes any extension, then most likely in the first week of October, you will be seeing your examination being conducted. So you can keep this in mind. Earliest possible case for the examination will be September end, and the maximum, the highest amount of delay that can happen is October end. It is not going to go beyond that. So you have limited amount of time to strategize. The dates are currently not announced. They will be soon announced. The age limit, as we have discussed, 21 years and 30 years, the upper and the lower age limit. And the 1st August 2026 is the cutoff for counting of the age, correct? You should have a valid educational degree, graduation degree from a recognized college or any other government approved institution. 1 year experience you should have as an officer in any scheduled commercial bank. So whether you are working for a private sector bank, public sector bank, all type of banks are basically included here, correct? A lot of students have sent me their offer letters, also their current working, you can say, joining letter for checking the eligibility. It is quite simple. If you are working in a clerical role, then definitely eligibility is not there, because it is clearly mentioning 1 year of experience as an officer, and the cutoff date is also given to you. So try to count if you are working for more than 13 months, more than 12 months, currently, then definitely you are eligible for this. In officer cadre, clerical cadre is not basically eligible, correct? Acha, there are certain preferred certification which are also mentioned in the notification. These are not mandatory. Mandatory is only the graduation, but it will be cherry on top if you have any of these certifications. What are these certifications? IC38 Insurance Institute of India certification, NISM Series 5A, NISM Series 11A, or NISM Series 13. These certification, if you have, they are cherry on the top. Now the total vacancies, as we have discussed, the highest amount out of nearly 2485 vacancies, highest number of vacancies are from Gujarat. Nearly 1200 vacancies are there, correct? And Karnataka is also there. Tamil Nadu, I think, is also there, if we see the total number of vacancies. So it is a good opportunity for all the candidates who are specifically from southern India, western India, Gujarat, Maharashtra, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu. These are the topmost state. Now talking about the syllabus, syllabus is basically divided in 4 sections. English language, banking knowledge, general and economic awareness, reasoning, and quant is there, correct? You can clearly see 2 basic things here in this particular disclosure. Firstly, the GA portion is of the most importance, and 30 marks are separately given for the banking knowledge. Usually general awareness is having 30 to 40 to at times 60 questions in certain examination, and it is having all the type of things. That is, general economy is also in the same category, financial awareness, insurance awareness, static GK, banking awareness, current affairs, all of these things are together asked. But here there is a separate category for banking knowledge. So you need to have a very good grip as far as the banking knowledge is concerned, correct? General and economic awareness are separately dealt with 30 marks. So you can see out of 120 marks, 60 marks are directly coming from your general awareness and banking awareness portion. So it is going to be game changer without a doubt. Now this becomes even more important. Why? Because this English language portion carrying 30 questions of 30 marks, which you have to solve in 30 minutes, they are qualifying in nature. So the weightage shifts more towards this GA and the banking awareness, because this English language, this is qualifying in nature. You can reduce the 30 marks. So out of 90 marks, which will be counted for your merit, which will be calculated in your rank, 60 marks you will get basically from the general awareness. All right. Almost 70% of the paper, you can say, is totally dependent upon these 2 sections. And in these 2 sections, what things you have to prioritize, how you have to manage time, let us try to understand. Let's take a blank sheet firstly and clear this first, all the bars, columns, and all these things. So the last date for application, as we have seen, is 7th of September, correct? Now there are 2 possibilities. It can be extended like the last year, or it will remain same. It will either remain same or it might be extended also. If it is extended further, let us suppose last year it was extended by, I think, almost 10 days. So if 7th is the deadline, and if it is extended by 1 to 2 weeks, then your examination is most certainly going to happen 1 month after this particular time period. That is, around the 2nd to 3rd week, the you can say last date will be there. You can basically see 20 as the approximate time period. 20 as a approximate time period. Around 20th of September might be the last date. plus minus few days, correct? So your examination might be conducted if the extension happens anywhere between 10th to 20th of October, anywhere between 10th to 20th of the October. If everything remains same, if 7 is the date, yeah, then your examination will be conducted between 1st of October till 10th of October in that case as well. ठीक है ना? So anyhow, this entire 1st to 20th October window is going to be your timeline. Yani ki the current affairs that you are going to cover from this current affair portion, the general awareness portion, nearly 30 questions are supposedly being asked, correct? Including the static information of the current affair. All right. At times, let us suppose RBI has taken any action that was in current affair, that under section 56 of the Banking Regulation Act, this action has been taken by the Reserve Bank of India. Now, the question might not come, the action has been taken on which bank? The examiner might put a different question. This section 56 is about what particular penalty? For what particular case? Right? I hope I am audible. Huh. So 30 questions you are getting from this particular portion, current affair related portion, financial general awareness related question. And the time period that you need to focus upon, the strategy should be such that till the end of September, everything has to be covered. End of September, everything has to be covered. And starting has to be there for past 100 days has to be your topmost priority. Yani July, August and complete September. End of June to, you can basically take it like this, rather, instead of saying end of June, from third week of June till last week or end week of September, this entire 100 days time period will be the most important timeline for your current affair preparation. If there are, let us suppose, 20 to 22 questions going to be asked from current affairs, you will find 70% questions, 70%, nearly 13 to 15 questions from this 100 days time period. The broader coverage strategy, you have to keep same of nearly 200 days, that is 6.5 months. That has to be your broader coverage strategy. That means the starting point will shift almost 3 months earlier. From June, it will slide towards April, I think. Okay? April, May, June, July, August, September. So April onwards, or you can say end of February onwards, the broader time period will be third week of February to last week or fourth week of September. That is going to be a broader time period. What does the narrower period and the broader time period means? In the past 100 days, all the important current affairs that are given in your Bolt magazine, that are discussed in your classes, you have to thoroughly see them. Sentence-based question might also come in the examination. Deeper factual related question can also be coming in the examination, correct? Let us suppose if in 2026 we have a current affair update in the month of April that Amravati has become finally the capital of Andhra Pradesh. Now, a static question can be framed in the examination that Amravati is situated on the banks of which particular river? So you have to critically think like this also. Let us suppose if there is a appointment of a new governor general let us suppose new chief minister in a particular state. So very important facts related to that state or other important development related to that state can also be asked in the examination. So past 100 days, you have to focus upon even the interrelated information, not only the direct fact which are in news. Interrelated information also you have to try to fetch it, correct? Let us suppose UK के अंदर में new prime minister has come, whom he has replaced, what type of system is there in the UK, okay? So all these information you need to keep in mind. But for the broader time period that we basically say for 6.5 months, 7 months for the safer margin, for this time period, the remaining 3 months after the 100 days, the remaining 3.5 months, the remaining 100 days, here you do not have to go very much deep. You should be trying to fetch the headline from those remaining 3 months, 3.5 months, and try to focus upon who, what, when, where, which, and how many. For each and every news, try to find out these questions. Put the heading on top of a page. If you are doing it in the form of digital note or in the form of pen and paper method, put the heading on top of a particular piece of paper, and then related to that news, read out that news from your Bolt magazine or from the class PDF that we share in the live lecture. Do not do complete copy paste of the Bolt magazine or your class PPTs into your notebooks. Make the headline, take the headline, and then read the entire length and depth of the news and try to find this information from the content and put it in front of that. It will hardly take 6 to 7 lines. All right, half a page. Every page may you will have two solid content. So for the earlier 3.5 month period, yani ki from February, March, April, and even May, you have to focus or do the coverage in this way that I have just mentioned. After May, June, July, August, and September, this time period you have to focus more deeply upon. The 3.5 to 4 month, the recent 3.5, 4 month, you should be aware about the other development, not only the headline, not only the basic generic fact. Correct? So if you follow this particular strategy, the current affair question, which are going to come in the examination, you can keep this in mind. 75-80% of the question you are going to solve. Now, second comes the weightage of this banking awareness is also equally present here in this BOB LBO examination. BOB LBO examination, the banking knowledge or the banking awareness portion is also having similar 30 marks, 30 questions, and 30 minutes are going to be given to you. All right. Now, here the topics are quite limited. There are around 12 to 15 topics which can be covered in 12 to 15 days. How much time do you have in your hand? You are having time of almost, you can say, nearly 1.5 month to 2 month time period you have. 45 to 60 days do you have? How much time I am asking here? I'm asking you to give half a month, 15 days to each of these topics. What of these topics are going to be? Types of account ke upar you have to be very much handy upon. NRE account and NRO account. You should not only know what they are, you should be focused upon what are the statements related to them. Questions might come in the examination. Choose the right statement, correct statement, incorrect statement. Nostro, Vostro, all of these things you should be aware about clearly. Then SMA stages, and the NPA timeline and the NPA management. Correct? And the NPA resolution se bhi questions aate hain. This also you should be very much familiar with. What are the asset reconstruction company? What are the various provision? Correct? What is questions related to the SURFICE Act? SURFICE Act. This also you should be quite handy with. So SMA stages, NPA, resolution, ARC, SURFICE Act, these are NARCL. This is something that you should have a good amount of grip at. Basic question related to types of checks, statement-based question from checks, and statement-based question from the types of ATM might also turn up in the examination. Priority sector lending is one of the most important areas. Regularly in most of the examination from the banking portion, the priority sector lending mandate related questions are regularly being asked. So that should be your fourth priority. And I think the fourth in sequence that we have discussed here. Correct? What else you need to focus upon? There are other minor topics which are not that broad, but they are equally important. Which you should be focusing upon. There can be certain questions related to inflation, government small schemes. Okay? Government small scheme. These are also the important topics. So try to focus upon these 15 lectures. If you are part of the banking super elite batch of Oliveboard, we are already covering, earlier also it was covered, now we are updating the series on banking knowledge and banking awareness. We have started everything from the scratch. So in 15 to 25 lecture, 15 are the most important topic. Total topic in banking knowledge is approximately 25. Out of these, 15 are most important topics. So your focus has to be on these particular topic. Let me tell you a list also. I'll tell you a list also which you can basically find useful. Let me see if I'm having this in this particular laptop or no. I think it is currently not there, but I'll be including. I'll either make a short or I'll take a separate lecture where I'll talk about all the most important 15 out of 25 topic for the banking knowledge. So banking knowledge, you also have to give due importance. Current affairs, so you have to read daily. Weekends pay, you have to give extra time. Try to give at least 2 hours on the weekend. Banking awareness ke upar I'll say 1 hour, 15 days is all that is required for having a complete grasp on this. For having a complete grasp on this. If you do this exercise, nothing is going to make you score less than 40 marks out of the total 60 marks in BA and the GA portion. 40 is guaranteed here. Then your focus also has to be moving towards the quant and the reasoning portion. Although it is in the minority, 70% of the BOB LBO question is going to come from BA and GA, banking awareness and general awareness, but the remaining 30% question that will count towards your merit, they are also coming from the reasoning and the quant. So try to make a timeline. Now this timeline will be depending upon, are you currently working professional or are you currently not working professional? I think 85% of you will be in this category and 20 to 25% will be, or 15% to 20% will be in this particular category. If you are working professional, you are already given 8 to 12 hours of your day in the bank, depending upon what portfolio, etc. you are managing. So by the end of the day, you are getting very less time. So you do not have to do much. Try to do what? Try to take 1 hour 30 minutes time period. 1 hour's 30-minute time period. Okay, from your day. 1 hour you have to give on the revision of past 200 to 220 days current affair, starting from the end of February. All right, this 1 hour you have to strictly give on daily basis without fail. 30 minutes you have to give on the 15 out of 25 major topic from the banking awareness or the banking knowledge. The priority I have already mentioned, the 5 topmost topics I have already mentioned. Apart from that also there are significant amount of topics, so you have to focus upon them as well. Apart from that, scheme is also very important. And current affair mein what to prioritize? Current affair usually has a series of things. If you see the entire portion of current affair, let me clear this page. Current affair ke andar mein there is a lot of confusion. For example, you have banking related news, finance related news, RBI ko also we will include here. RBI has notification, RBI has certain updates and actions which it takes. RBI has circulars also. Every month there can be few notification, updates, actions, circulars. Then we have business related news and finance. All these are related, economy related news. All these are same thing, correct? We put it in the same category. Then we have national, international and state related news, the third topic. Then we have scheme, reports and index or indices related news. Then you have defense, science and technology portion. You have then important days and events. After that you have sports. Then you have obituaries. You have this summits and MOUs. Summit, MOUs and agreement. Correct? Then you have awards also. Are we leaving anything? Most of these I think are done. Appointments are also there. Appointment, who is heading which particular body? These type of questions will be also asked. Correct? I think most of these are done. So what has to be your focus? In the current affair, around 70% of 65 to 70% of the questions are going to come from these 3 areas. First priority is banking, economy and RBI related news. Alongside finance, business, everything is same. We are having different words for it. Second priority has to be international, followed by state, followed by national. National things to be very important, but national may we have very less big development. And most of the national development are related to state also. If TVK has won the election in Tamil Nadu and Mr. Joseph Vijay has become the chief minister, it is a national news also, it is a state-based news also, correct? Certain acts which have been passed in the parliament. Let us suppose this MDR related changes that have been introduced, that you will introduce in the finance and the economy category, na, that won't be counted in the national category. So national may we have limited amount of news. First priority is international and then state, then national. Correct? Third priority is your schemes. Report indices are not that important. Couple of questions might come according to CIPRI report, according to this report, that report. Scheme is most important. 65 to 70% of the questions are going to come from this particular area. All right. Remaining 30 to 35% weightage will be of all the areas combined. All the areas combined: defense, science, technology, appointment, important days, events, sports, MOUs, summits, award, all of these things together. Correct? Books and authors also, couple of questions are being asked. So from book and authors, there will be hardly one question, not more than one question, because 30 is the limit. Remaining 30 questions are from banking knowledge. Appointment means hardly one question. Obituary may say either appointment, obituary, they will give one. They usually do not give both. Obituary or appointment, one question. Correct? Awards पे से one question. Sports पे से there can be one or two question. Important days पे से again there can be one or two question. Defense, science, technology together there can be at most 3 questions, 1 to 3 questions you can say. Scheme पे से there can be around 4 questions, 3 to 4 questions. National, international, state पे से there can be 5 to 6 questions. Banking, finance पे से most of the questions are going to come. 9 to 12 questions are going to come from that particular portion. है ना? So that is the weightage. And you have to do what? 1.5 hour you have to devote daily if you are a working professional. Give 1 hour for the revision of the past 200 days of current affair, and the remaining time period 30 minutes for the banking awareness portion. Now the next question come, what is going to be the resources? So I'll tell you the resources basically for the GA portion with the subject that I takes. See, those who are enrolled in the Oliveboard batches, live class content you have to read in detail, because those are covering the most important current affair update. And followed by it, you also have to go through Bolt magazine. Bolt magazine, you do not have to read it word by word. If you are already in the preparation journey, most of you are already professionals, working professional, you have already given the examination at least once or twice, correct? You are aware about the examination necessity, requirement, and the pattern. What type of questions can come, what type of questions cannot be asked. So depending upon your accumulated acumen, try to analyze the Bold magazine and try to firstly put a tick mark. First, your priority will be what? National, international, banking, financial, economic, RBI related, scheme related news. In these type of news, 65-70% of questions are going to come. Put a tick mark, which of the news are important. Put a cross mark, which is seemingly very less important. And then move towards the remaining portion, all the other from where smaller number of questions are basically coming. And try to find out and circle the most important topics. After you have done this with the help of AI or personally, try to note down all the tick mark and circular news in a particular page. Correct? Then you have to cross those news which were covered in the live session. Out of the list of questions that you have extracted here, at least 35-40% of the questions definitely would have been covered in the live sessions also. Try to cut them off. The remaining 60% of the question that remains, try to only read the basic detail and the factual detail of it. Facts about it. What, when, how, who. This is how you are going to get through. So your resources have to be very limited. You do not have to go to from multiple organizations, multiple magazines, etc. Any one institute magazine. Bolt magazine is the most premier magazine in the banking industry currently, and the live classes. Okay, the content, the PDF, the slides that you are getting. These two is more than enough. Acha, apart from that, if you can devote 15 to 20 minutes every day, if you are traveling public transport, through public transport, metro, etc., or any which way, cab, rickshaw, so 15 to 20 minutes, if you can give on newspaper, okay, newspaper, local newspaper, that will be helpful for you in the interview also and in the online test also. Correct? So try to focus upon the local newspaper, because the national headlines, important headlines will be also covered in that local newspaper. Alongside that, certain important development from your state, from your region. 15-20 minutes, if you already have the habit, it is well and good. Otherwise, you can do that. And it should not be replaced with any online apps like InShorts or Daily Hunt or etc. Correct? They are not covering the local news that proactively. So focus has to be on the physical newspaper. So this is the requirement that you need. So we have discussed the pattern, we have discussed the schedule, how you have to divide your day. If you are not a working professional, if you are somebody who was falling in this particular category, then I will expect that you are devoting at least 3 to 4 hours daily, minimum 3 to 4 hours. Above that, it is about your endurance, your stamina, है ना? But it should not be below 3 to 4 hours. If you are currently not working, if you have resigned, whatever reason, if you have taken leave, whatever is the reason, correct? So try to focus. Before the examination, if possible, 2 to 3 days leave if you can take, that will be very much fruitful. It will reduce your stress, है ना? Calm you down, give you ample time to revise the things, and that is what is required for cracking the examination. So I hope it's clear to you mostly. The application window is open. If you have already not applied, try to do apply. And the PDF of this particular lecture, it will be available for you to download on the Oliveboard official application. If you're not already a registered user, try to download the application, register yourself, and locate this YouTube class PDF section. Here you will get access to the PDF of this particular lecture. Correct? One more thing, recent update related to the BOB also you need to find it out from the internet. Okay, try to search the recent updates at least in the first 9 months that are going to be now. We are in the end of the August. So in the first 9 months of 2026, whatever important decision, whatever important instruments, products, schemes have been launched by the BOB, try to make a list of it. You do not have to go into details, what it is all about, what are provisions, only the basic objective, who is covered and what it is about. That is going to be enough for you. And for example, recently BOB has launched the Braille card for the people who have visual disability, correct? Visually impaired individual. And again, master stroke account, BOB cashback credit card, gold and gold deposit scheme, systematic deposit. So try to make a table of it. Correct? BOB related questions will be helpful for you. Couple of questions might come in the examination, and in the interview also few questions can be asked related to the bank profile. Correct? Also, static GK related to BOB you should be aware about. When was it founded? Who founded it? Where was the earlier headquarter? How many branches are there? Correct? What is the user base? What is the net NPA? What is the gross NPA? This also metric. When the nationalization happened, all these metrics you should be familiar with during the online test also, and more importantly, even in the interview. Correct? Bank profile related questions. It is not going to be asked to everybody. After the interview, when we do interview of the candidates who have appeared and who have cracked the examination, they often tell 6 out of 10 individuals who have appeared in the interview, bank profile related questions are basically being asked in the LBO, CBO related examination. Correct? So you should be quite familiar with the product, initiative, schemes, instruments, history, origin, branches, balance sheet में important metrics, net NPA, gross NPA, net profit, etc. and the current important individual. Even before going for the interview also, currently we are talking about the online test. Before even sitting for the interview also, if you crack the online test, get selected for the interview, one day before or even on the day when you are going for the interview, try to see who is the current head. At times, let us suppose on your interview day only, new appointment has happened. New CEO, new CMD, new any XYZ. So you should be familiar with this also. Try to make at least 3 to 4 page note on bank profile of BOB. है You might get a couple of questions in the interview. You might get 1 or 2 maximum question in the online test also. So be fully prepared. Do not leave any stone unturned. Right? If you have any doubts, you may put that in the comment section. All right. After the session is over, you can put that in the comment section. Either I or somebody from our team will definitely try to help you regarding your doubts. And you should also definitely join this Telegram community. Here also, it is an open channel. It is not a closed channel. It is rather a community. You can put your messages and you can talk among yourself also. Students are there. A lot of people are appearing for the same examination that probably you are appearing. So you can also get help. Correct? So thank you very much. Goodbye. Take care. Do like the session and share with other aspirants and banking candidates as well. Goodbye. Thank you. Take care.